If you want to make flavorful curries at home but don't want to spend an hour cooking, this is the perfect video for you. Hi, I'm Sharmi and today I'm sharing my all-purpose base gravy recipe. My base gravy will give you that homely, flavorful curries in minutes. This base gravy will be very easy to make, easily storable, and you can make almost any curry with this. These are my frozen base gravy pieces which I have made before. Each piece is 1 tablespoon. This will reduce your cooking time by at least 30 minutes. And I'm going to show you 3 dishes which I can make in minutes using these base gravy pieces. I'm going to make dal fry, aloo gobi and butter chicken using these cubes, and there will be no compromise on flavor. We all have days when we don't want to cook, but we also don't want those greasy, oily takeaways. Those greasy, oily takeaways also turns out to be quite expensive. This base gravy will be perfect for those days. So let's start with the ingredients. The quantity I have here will make around 35 to 40 tablespoons of base gravy. This will give you around 15 dishes for 2 people. So you can adjust the amount accordingly. This base gravy will give you control over how much curry flavor you want in your curry. If you want a very milder flavor, you can use less, or if you want a very strong curry flavor, you can use more. You can customize according to your taste. And you can also add other ingredients to bring variation in your base gravy. Here I have 8 medium-sized onions, 2 tablespoons of coriander powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, 1.5 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, which is quite milder in spiciness, 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of garam masala. This is optional, but it will add more flavor. Garam masala is a finishing spice. You can also add this in your dish at the end. 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, 1.5 tablespoons of ginger paste. It is very important to use fresh ginger garlic paste for this base gravy because we are going to freeze it and use it for a long time. And if you use a canned or store-bought ginger garlic paste, it will not give the flavor you want in your curry. 1 teaspoon of salt. This salt is only for the base gravy. When you make the dish, you can adjust the salt according to your liking. 2 green chilies, and I will deseed them because I want the flavor of the chilies, not the spiciness. Here I have 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. This is also a very important part of the ingredient because that will help to keep it fresh for a longer time. And 1.5 cans of tomato. You can also use fresh tomatoes, but this is cheaper and also give a better color. As I said before, adjust the quantity based on how much you want to make. We will freeze them so that we can use for a long time. There is no point making a base gravy and keeping it in the fridge just for a few days. This is not a restaurant style base gravy. This is our homely, flavorful base gravies which you can use for a long time. So let's do the prep work. First we will chop the onions. We have lots of onions to cut. We have to chop them fine so that they can melt into the gravy. If you have a chopper, use them. You can surely use a food processor, but I prefer to cut them with my hand. I feel like it melts better when you chop it with your hand. My onions are done. The hardest part is done. Now let's chop the green chilies. So I will deseed them and chop them fine. Now I'm going to make a paste using all the dry spices. Coriander powder, cumin, Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric, garam masala. Half a cup of water. Now I will mix them and make a nice paste. This will help emulsify and bloom the spices. It will also not burn when we will add to the hot pan. I will add a little bit more water. This is the consistency I'm looking for. This is looking good. My spice paste is ready. Our prep work is done. Let's make the base gravy. I'm using a heavy bottom pan. It's important to use a heavy bottom pan, otherwise your spice will burn. Heat up the pan. So our pan is nice and hot. Now I will add the oil. Here I have around 4 tablespoons of oil. Because my pan is really hot, so oil is heating up really fast. Now I will add the onions. Keep the heat on high because when you add the onions, it will reduce down the temperature. Mix them well and let it fry till it's golden brown. This is the most time-taking process when we make the curries. This will take around 25 minutes. We are basically saving this time by making this in bulk. Take your time to make the base gravy because the frying the onion and the spices are the most important part to get the best flavor in your curry. Because you are spending time to make the base gravy properly, your final dishes will come out very flavorful. I will add another tablespoon of oil because I think there are a lot of onions. So my oil will be around 5 tablespoons. We are going to make more than 15 dishes with this amount. So it is not a lot of oil per dish. It's been 10 minutes. I think it will take another 7 to 8 minutes. Now I will reduce the heat to medium and keep frying. I have fried this for another 5 minutes. Now I will add the green chilies because I want the flavor of the green chilies to infuse in the oil. You can see already my onions are melting in the oil. I will recommend you not to skip this green chilies because that adds lots of flavor. Keep frying. This is a crucial stage because onions get burned really fast, so you really need to keep an eye on them. My onions are light brown. It's looking ready. Now I will add the ginger garlic paste. Ginger, garlic. Fry them till the raw aroma of garlic disappear. It's been 5 minutes. My garlic and ginger are fried nicely. Nice aroma is coming through. You can also see the oil is separating. That means they have fried properly. Now I will reduce the heat to low and then add the spices. Here goes my spices. You can see that the spices has soaked up all the water. Mix them well. Now we have to fry it till the oil separates. My spices have been frying for 10 minutes and you can see the oil is separating from the spices. Now I will add the tomatoes. Another half can of tomatoes. I will also add the salt now. Mix them well and let it cook till the tomatoes are softened and melt into the sauce. We'll add a little bit more water, around 1/4 cup of water. I will increase the heat to medium, cover and let it cook for 10 minutes. Keep stirring occasionally. It's been 10 minutes. You can see the oil is floating on the top and the color is developing. I will fry them a little bit more and reduce the liquid and mash the tomatoes with your spatula. I will let it fry uncovered till the liquid reduces. It's been another 10 minutes and my liquid has reduced down and you can see the oil is floating on the top. My all-purpose base gravy is ready. If you want a smooth gravy, you can blend it, but it doesn't matter. I like it just the way it is. It's simple and easy. Now I will show you how to store them. I'm using this muffin tray to portion my base gravy. I'm putting 2 tablespoons in each. I will let it cool down and put them in the freezer. You can also put it in the fridge and use it within a week. You can also use an ice tray. My base gravy is done. I already portioned it and I will let it cool down before I put in the freezer. I'm going to show you a very quick dal fry recipe using this base gravy. This will hardly take 10 minutes. I will be using my frozen base gravy cubes which I had made before. For my dal fry, I just need 1 can of lentils, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, little bit of oil. I want to add some greens, so I'm using some frozen spinach. And I will use 1 cube of my base gravy. This is just 1 tablespoon. I will microwave my frozen base gravy for 30 seconds. This will prevent it from splattering. Let's make the dal fry. Once the pan is hot, add some oil. I will add 1 teaspoon of oil. Add the cumin. Once you get a nice aroma and it's a little bit brown, add the base gravy. And then add the can of lentils and my spinach, salt to taste. Give a nice mix. I will add a little bit of water, cover and let it cook for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes and our dal fry is done. Once you have your base gravy, it's so quick and easy. Now let me show you how to make aloo gobi using my base gravy. Here I have some cauliflower, potatoes, peas, base gravy and oil. That's it. Heat up the pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil, add a little bit of salt and sprinkle of turmeric to our cauliflower and potatoes. That's all. Let's add them to the pan. I'm using 2 tablespoons of my base gravy. I will microwave for 30 seconds and add to the pan. Add some peas for color. Mix it well. Add water and some salt. Cover and cook for 5 minutes. The liquid has evaporated and my aloo gobi is done. Now I'm going to show you how to make butter chicken using my base gravy. You just need some more pantry ingredients. I'm using chicken breast because it cooks fast and I have cut them into bite-sized pieces. Marinate the chicken with yogurt, salt and Kashmiri chilli powder. Mix them well and leave it for 10 minutes. This is the quick and easy butter chicken recipe. If you want an authentic butter chicken recipe, check my butter chicken masterclass video. This butter chicken will also be quite flavorful. I will use 2 tablespoons of my base gravy. Heat up the pan and add some oil. I'm using 1 tablespoon of oil. Once the oil is hot, add the chicken and fry it. Fry it till you get it slight charred. Now add the base gravy. Mix them well and add some water. Cover and let it cook for another 5 to 7 minutes at medium heat. Now add the cream, garam masala, sugar and 1 cube of butter. Mix them well and let it cook for another 2 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, another cube of butter and coriander for garnishing. Switch off the heat and our butter chicken is done. So guys, this is my base gravy and you have seen how easy it is to make different dishes using this base gravy. You can make lots of dishes with this curry base like mutton curry, lamb curry, chicken curry, chickpea curry, mixed vegetables, paneer dishes, tofu, you name it. You might need to add some additional spices or herbs based on the dish you are making, but this will reduce your cooking time a lot without compromising on flavor. If you cook curries on a regular basis, you will definitely find this base gravy very useful and time-saving. I will put this in the freezer. Once it's frozen, I will take it out from the mold and store it in a Ziploc bag, and it will stay in the freezer for a long time. So whenever you get a curry craving, take it out and make your favorite curry within minutes. Let me give this butter chicken a try. It's looking beautiful. It's so flavorful, even though it's made out of frozen curry base. The dal fry is hearty, warm and creamy, and it has a nice hint of spices from the base gravy. Make this base gravy. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.